Okay, everybody, how you doing today? This is Auntie Mickey. I am now doing my eyebrow tutorial. The last one was eyeshadow. Had to break this thing up in parts. For some reason, my iPad will not hold a whole lot of information. Even, it doesn't matter how much I delete off. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into this because I don't want to keep you all day. So, with the eyebrow pencil and dual end by Brow Blade. It's actually Brow Blade by Urban Decay. It's a dual-ended situation. This is retractable, and the other end is more like an eyeliner, very fine-tipped, and that's to create the brushes. God, I'm so sleepy. The hair effect for those of us who don't have a whole lot of hair left in their eyebrows. So, as usual, I'm going to try to do as much as I can using the device, but I'm going to have to, at some point, scooch up to the magnifying mirror because I can't see very much. Now, I have a little girl here who wants to be my assistant, but she got sidetracked and went back downstairs to watch cartoons while her little brother sleeps. I'm taking this opportunity to take advantage of them both being out of the hair for a minute. So basically, I'm going along where I want my brow to be. Reason being is because I don't have very much brow to work with in the first place. I mentioned it before that I had my eyebrows tattooed on years ago. I've always drawn them on because they were so sparse. And I think what caused that is back in junior high school, I shaved my eyebrows off completely. Wasn't a good idea. They never grew back right. So I've always had to draw them back on. That was back in the day when thin eyebrows were really the thing. And it looked cute at the time, but oh boy, as trends change, unfortunately, the ability to stay with that trend didn't. So when thicker eyebrows came back, I had to make do. So this is me making do. I have very little hair. Got a whole lot of tattoo, which has actually faded over time. So I'm just kind of filling in. Now this eyebrow is a little easier because it's shaped the way I want it to. The young lady that did my last touch-up, she did the best she could with my old skin moving and stuff, you know. I think if she would have held it taut like that, it would have been a lot more defined. But que sera, she did the best she could. So this time I'm trying to build them up as best I can without looking like Morticia from the Addams Family. There is one other thing I do need to do. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna add some. I've already filled it in a little bit with the retractable, but I'm gonna add some hair wispies, whatever you want to call it. Pardon if my hand is in the way. But just imagine lightly drawing on fake hairlines, fake hair, little wisps of hair, to make it look like I got hair and eyebrows. I'm gonna go along the bottom.
Probably about 12 at the time. Right. It was funny to me though, because I don't know her. Right. I don't even know you. Who are you? How old is your daughter now? Oh, she's
just to make some definition here.
How did you prep her for all the nonsense that's out there? Always did the opposite of what her mother did. Like, because her mother is the knucklehead.
Okay, and then we kind of carefully. I'm not being too careful, huh?
I'm out here doing things. Yeah. How many kids do you have, Corey? 2 and a possible. Oh, 2 and a possible. So I'm pretty sure I got an older kid out there.
Now, I'm not going to just leave it like this, because clearly it doesn't look real. But I've got to go back over this with the pencil again, just to give some semblance of something real.
I never chased it down because I always worry about the liability because he wasn't around.
Especially toward the front.
So what if he a crackhead? Right. Have you seen him?
Okay, can you guys see that?
And that's her real name? Her name is Vicky. Are you say Vicky from Kentucky Fried Chicken? Vicky from Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's been too many years, Vicky. Let's talk about this. And you smashed her in the restaurant?
Okay, so I kind of brought him up. Now, doing this one to match this one is going to be a challenge because for some reason no 2 eyebrows are alike. Don't know why, just the way it is. So I'm going to go back over this a little bit and fill in. I don't want to retract too much, but I'm going to go back inside and kind of fill it in some. And eventually, when the entire face is constructed, I will go back and I'll do the finishing spray, and that'll kind of seal everything in place.
And saying what I feel to say, because I don't think I'm a bad person, but I know how much the truth can get you in trouble in this day and time. Yeah. Do you trip off of the cancel culture? Because you seem like you can't be canceled. Well, I believe one day they're going to tax me somehow. Right. They're going to figure out a way to make me shut up. Right. But until then...
Well, that's about the best I can do right now.
Yeah, I'm still married.
And now, on with the other eye. I'm going to do the same thing pretty much. The thing about this eye versus this eye is that this eye is a little bit forward, more so in line with the inner part of my eyelid than this one. This one, it is too, but it's just, I don't know, it just kind of rears back instead of up. So I gotta kind of try to get it kind of like the other eyebrow. I know I might be rambling, but and I think also it has a lot to do with when I put my eyeshadow on, I didn't put it on, I didn't line it up right. Maybe that's the reason. Who knows? Either way, wonderful thing about makeup is that you can always finagle it and play around with it and correct it and all that stuff if you have time. And right now I have a little bit of time, but I'm not going to use it all on this video. I'm going to fill this in a little bit, go up, following what hair should be there. Uh-oh, I've got company now.
The environment of being on stage now. I'm just glad I'm not there. Right. I think, you know,
One of my assistants are here.
I think that's what happens on stage.
Needless to say, I'm going to stop for a little bit because I don't think I can get a thing done with him here. Say hi.
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 Okay, press that button. Okay, I've got me a couple of minutes. He's sitting down having a snack, so that should hold him for a little bit. So, I'm going to go in and try to do as much as I can before he needs me again. I'm going to kind of fill this in on the bottom part as best I can to kind of match the other eyebrow. It would help if I pulled this taut. Because this eyebrow pencil is a lot lighter than what I'm accustomed to. And instead of taking it back, I just kept it. Because I do like the other end. The color on the other end works out fine for me. But this pencil is just, it gives me fits. So, and then I'll go on the top part. Get me a little bit of an arch going on up there. Come back down. Now, this one is a little bit thicker in this area. So I've got to accommodate somehow. I always have a challenge with this particular eyebrow. Knowing what I need to do, but still having a hard time implementing what I want to do without causing a big ruckus. Okay, so there is, it's pretty much the same on both sides. I still got to kind of fill it in some more with the fake hairs. And then I need to do something with this bottom. Because I don't want to do too much on the top. See how this one goes straight up and down? This kind of goes. So maybe I'll conquer it this time. What you think? I'll conquer it this time. Still play around. But it's definitely, the key is under the eyebrow. Now hopefully you guys don't have these same challenges. Okay. Yeah, see, it still kind of swoops up instead of goes straight. So it's just going to have to do what it do. So with this one, I'm going to create the wispies. Try to make it as close to the other side as possible. For those who do makeup on a regular basis, you'll find that there's some days that it works out perfect. Then there's days when it's just a nightmare. And it almost seems like when you're putting in the less effort, it works better for you. when you're in a hurry or something like that. Okay, there's some wispies in here. This basically kind of darkens it up too. Yep, that means come to me. I think Sissy's bothering him. That's that my sister's bugging me cry. Okay, that kind of worked out. I shall return. Gotta see what's going on. Just as I thought, Sissy was bothering her brother. And he wanted something special that he couldn't have, and he knows he can't have it, and that's the iPad. But I think sometimes she teases him with it. So I've kind of filled that in to make it look like I've got hairs. I can even go back to the other side, although that other side is perfect. I'm probably going to screw it up. But it's thicker now. It looks thicker. And I didn't have to do a whole lot. Okay, so to match the other eye, I could just leave it as is. Okay. I think that's the problem. This has more arch to it. And the arch starts further back. Whereas this one, hell, I don't know. Don't give me the line. So, I'm going to go ahead and fill this one in a little bit. Give it some semblance of normalcy. Okay. Well, that's it for the eyebrows. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions. And next time I'll come back with eyeliner, both up and lower, upper and lower eyeliner. And I may even throw in the eyelashes for good measure. I'll talk to you later. Take care.